Welcome to the Big Four Accounting Firms podcast, brought to you by big4accountingfirms.com and the Big Four Accounting Firms YouTube channel. Before we get started, just wanted to remind everybody to support us if you have a chance or if you can. Even $1 helps, and we have a link in the description to a website called Buy Me a Coffee. It's just a way to donate to us and support us. Again, any amount is helpful so that we can keep putting out content. And there's also other ways for you to support us in the show notes to this podcast or on YouTube in the description. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about a new partnership between Deloitte and Nvidia. Earlier in March, Deloitte announced the launch of the Deloitte Center for AI Computing. And this is a first of its kind center designed to accelerate the development of innovative artificial intelligence solutions for Deloitte clients. And this artificial intelligence center is going to be run on Nvidia's DGX A100 systems. And this center will bring together the supercomputing architecture and AI expertise that clients require as they become AI-fueled organizations. And this is per a press release from Deloitte. And the reason they're partnering with Nvidia is because Nvidia has specialized chips that specialize in artificial intelligence and machine learning. And the reason this is because in order to do artificial intelligence and machine learning, you have to have multiple processors going at the same time, or multiple processes being run on the same chip. And the only thing really capable of doing that are graphics cards. And that's why Nvidia is doing really well right now. I think they should be doing better because everything in the future is going to be run on these GPUs, and Nvidia is very innovative. And a lot of the companies out there like Google and other large companies that use artificial and machine learning are forced to use Nvidia. So this is a pretty good partnership that Deloitte is doing, and that's why I'm covering it. And Deloitte has built its foundation on the Nvidia DGX pod, built from a scalable tested reference architecture featuring DGX A100 systems, and Nvidia Mellanox networking and high performance storage. And the Deloitte Center for AI Computing will deliver an accelerated platform that allows Deloitte to co-innovate with clients and expedite the development of new AI applications. So what's happening here is that Deloitte is going to be working with clients to develop AI solutions, where Nvidia is bringing the hardware. And a quote from someone at Deloitte was the following: "The Deloitte Center for AI Computing is a pioneering effort that brings together Deloitte's deep AI experience with powerful supercomputing capabilities of Nvidia DGX A100 systems to innovate with clients and accelerate their journey from AI experimentation to becoming AI-fueled organizations. Our collaboration with Nvidia can enable clients to quickly deliver on the full promise of AI solutions to transform both their businesses and the basis of professional services." And then Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, I mean, it's pretty amazing that they got a quote from the CEO that he's so focused on this as well. He had the following to say: "AI is moving from research labs into industry, and Deloitte's efforts will supercharge its reach. Every industry will be transformed by AI. Products and services will be revolutionized by AI. Companies will become learning machines, and their people will be supported by AI. Together with Deloitte's global force of experienced specialists, we will turbocharge the realization of this vision." And that's end quote for that. And the reason, a lot of the applications of AI will be taking data that these clients of Deloitte have and gathering intelligence off of that, or using artificial intelligence to learn things from that. Because a lot of these companies, they have lots of sales and revenue, but from their transactions, they're not learning that much. They're not investigating it. They don't employ people that investigate it. And that's where artificial intelligence can come into focus. And what Nvidia is really partnering with Deloitte here for is because Deloitte has access to the world's largest companies. And they're already in the door. They're already in the C-suite with the CEO. So Nvidia doesn't have to go out there knocking on the doors of every large organization and not only selling them the chips, but trying to sell them on artificial intelligence. Deloitte will sell them on artificial intelligence, and then Nvidia will just be focused on the hardware, which is what they're experts in. And Deloitte is going to be developing their innovative AI solutions in their AI exploration lab in Austin, Texas. And they also have an AI factory in Canada. So those are where they'll be coming up with many solutions. And the Deloitte Center for AI Computing will provide these organizations with a strategic platform, experience, and computing resources to speed the development of a wide range of AI applications, from autonomous vehicles to digital contact centers to public sector innovation. So I'm not sure how much Deloitte is going to be doing with autonomous vehicles because that is so specialized and there's so few clients that need that. They're just throwing that out there to, catch people's attention. But I think the public sector innovation, they could do something there, sell that to large government organizations and sell them on artificial intelligence. So there's a lot here. And I think this is very innovative by Deloitte to partner with Nvidia, who's the world's premier GPU maker and is really at the forefront of machine learning and artificial intelligence. And this is a great partnership. This is one that I'm like really amazed to see from Deloitte. So that's something I wanted to bring to you today. We seem to be talking more and more about technology on this podcast and in accounting. We were speaking about robots the other day. New York Times just wrote this weird article about robots. That's more in the future. This artificial intelligence stuff, partnering with Nvidia, is actually something real happening today that can actually bring benefit to many, many clients. And I think this is very innovative, and it puts Deloitte out in front, and it shows that they're going to continue to be the top accounting firm for years to come if they make partnerships like this. So that's the podcast for today. Stay up to date. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast. Support us financially through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the show notes if you are able to. And if you aren't, there's many other ways in the show notes to this podcast to support us. And also, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, Big Four Accounting Firms, then that would be helpful as well. Thanks for listening.